In this video tutorial, I am excited to show you how to create your own absolutely ghoulish pair of horns for this Halloween. The materials required for this project will include the following. You will need aluminum foil, a headband, a tempera, acrylic-based paint, or any type of paint that adheres to aluminum foil. You will also need glue, preferably super glue or hot glue. Any kind of instant adhesives will work, even Elmer's glue if you're both patient and determined enough. Lastly, you will need newspaper. For the instructions, first, you will begin by placing the newspaper inside the aluminum foil to help reinforce and give dimension to your horns. I then begin slowly rolling the materials together into a cone-like formation. As you can see, tinfoil is extremely malleable and allows me to contort and conform the materials into my desired shape. I then continue to twist and compress the horns to create a pointed projection, primarily focusing the pressure on the top portion to create that cusp-like appearance. Because the bottom will serve as the base where I will then attach it to the headband, I buffed it out by pressing the bottom portion into the table using a circular motion. I then used glue to help reinforce and make sure that there were no little apertures or parts where the aluminum foil may unravel. I continued to repeat until I was satisfied that the horns were completely stable and secure. I then proceeded to select my black acrylic based paint that also had an iridescent finish. I selected this paint because I wanted a more authentic feel to these horns, and the way that they reflect the light, it looks like an ebony-like enamel finish. Oh, viewers, you're absolutely advised to protect your workspace, so please insulate it with either a newspaper or a placemat while you work. This will help to both protect and preserve your work environment so that there's no accidents or inadvertent spills. I then made sure that the paint was evenly distributed all along the edifice of the horn, and also it does help to maintain that you stipple some of the paint inside the crevices so you don't see any of the silver peeking through. I repeated the process until I was completely satisfied that they were fully covered. Viewers are also advised to wear protective gear, including gloves, so that there's no paint spatters on your skin or your clothes. I learned the hard way that the acrylic paint does not wash off immediately once it dries. You can use an acetone nail polish remover to remove any acrylic paint from your hands and your skin. Please be careful. Now here's the fun part. I can now attach the horns to the headband. So I applied a generous amount of, my choice of adhesive was super glue. To me it's just a little bit more expedient than hot glue because I don't have to wait for it to heat up, but the thing with super glue is it does absorb into the material of the headband, so it does help to apply a generous coating of it to not just the bottom portion of the horn, but also to the headband. Hold it intact until the glue is thoroughly dried. You do not want this appendage coming up detached.